When I was 37, I went to my high school reunion. I flew into the nearest airport and rented a car. The distance was about 35 miles through a very rural and almost abandoned part of the country. About 3 miles outside of town, I see someone on the side of the road, flagging me down. Up in the North Woods, no one ever leaves someone stranded. It turned out that it was one of the guys I had attended school with. I will call him Jim. Jim gets in the car and we start talking. I had not seen him in 20 years, but he still looked the same, maybe a little older. We get to town and I ask him if he wants to come to the VFW and have a drink. He says no, just take me home. Jim's parents had lived only a few blocks from my grandmother's house and I turned in that direction, but he said to take him to a part of town that was really on the outskirts, up by the fairgrounds and the cemetery. There was a mobile home park out there and I figured that is where he lived. When we reached the end of the turnoff, he said, just drop me here. It was good to see you again, and he walks off into the night. I go to the VFW, met some of my old classmates, we start to talk. Now, please understand, I have never done drugs nor do I drink more than soda pop. I was stone cold sober. Tired after a 13-hour flight that had included a 3-hour layover, but sober. As we are talking about who was coming to the reunion, I mention that I had just picked Jim up 3 miles east of town and had dropped him off up by the fairgrounds. Everyone gets real quiet, even the guy singing karaoke stops and lays down the mic. My cousin goes white as a new cotton t-shirt. Barb, Jim died on that curve 8 years ago. Rolled his car. We were all at his funeral. I start to feel really dizzy. I go out to the car to take some deep breaths and decide whether or not I am sane. There on the seat is the local newspaper, printed 8 years previous, containing Jim's obituary. I still have the damn paper. Every now and then I take it out and stare at it and still wonder WTF happened.